Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Kumusta na kayo dyan? At sa ating mga kababayan at sa ating mga kaibigan dito sa YouTube, I know na maraming um, pangyayaring nagaganap sa ating kapaligiran, sa ating, especially here in America. I want to invite you to come and join us and let's share our usapan. Mag-usap tayo at makinig kung kayo ay naka-experience din ng racism and how we can really stop racism within ourselves. Ako mismo I'm so glad that na-realize kong racism is a very difficult. It is hard when you are experiencing that much more kung ikaw ay continuously nakaka-experience ng ganong bigat sa katawan at sa damdamin. Lalong-lalo na sa ngayon, ang ating mga kababayan, we are seeing the pain of the nation. America is hurting from the situation that happened with George Floyd. And it's not only him. There's so many others who, just because of the color of their skin, have experienced that kind of suffering. And it's been or considered less because of the color of your skin. So, to tell you honestly, I grew up thinking of myself as well as because I am darker color in mula pagkabata, maitim na ang balat ko. And I always feel like, ano tawag dun, parang hindi ka masyadong mapapansin kasi nga hindi ka maganda sa tingin nila. And the same way, pagka laging ganun ang pakiramdam mo at nakikita mo, pakiramdam mo, hindi ka na rin maganda. Hindi rin maganda ang your confidence, your self-esteem will also go down. And yan yung isang malaking pagka bata ka at maliit ang tingin nila sa'yo, mahirap ang pagka bata ka at maliit ang tingin nila sa'yo, mahirap ang pagka bata ka at maliit ang tingin nila sa'yo. Masakit sa loob pagka ganun ang you will grow up with which is affected by that kind of view. So most of the time, maliit ang tingin mo sa sarili mo and you will minimize kung anong kaya mong gawin kasi iniisip mo, ay hindi ako magsasucceed kasi ganito lang ang tingin sa akin ng tao. Pero kailangan natin iangat ang bawat isa. As I mentioned na meron nga akong istorya na nung bata ako kasi mahirap lang kami, maitim ka. So, lalong mas masakit ang ano sa'yo, ang tingin sa'yo. Kung mahirap ka na, maitim ka pa, so lalo kang hindi papansinin. Kaya yun yung isang bagay na nakapag tanim sa akin ng isipan na ako, mahirap talaga. Even though I thought before of becoming a radio host as a kid, yun ang gusto kong maging kapag lumaki ako. But because I have that mentality na frame of mind na it will not work out kasi ganito lang ang hindi ko aabutin siguro yon. But because God has given me an opportunity to come to America, I found that the color of my skin, ang ating dark brown complexion, ang ating pagiging morena is actually a very beautiful in their eyes. So, malaking bagay ang, especially as Filipinos, ang tingin kasi natin pagka maitim ka, hindi ka masyadong maganda. Ang binibigyan natin ng importansya yung mas maputi sa atin. Kaya nga nagpapaputi ang maraming Pilipino dahil gusto nila ay mapansin, magkaroon tayo ng tingin kasi natin mas maganda yung maputi. Kaya ang hirap, I think within us bilang Pilipino may racism tayo kahit nasa sarili natin kalahi. Kahit sarili nating kulay, pinag-iisipan natin na, "Hello Kuya Salumawan, how are you? Kuya, I can invite you and come join me and let's talk about the issue on this thing." Kahit tayong Pilipino merong racism towards ourselves, meron tayong um, differences of opinion kung ano yung maganda at inculcated na sa ating mind and mentality. If you are familiar with StreamYard, Kuya Salumawan, come and yeah, please come. I'd love to talk to you. Uh, Download StreamYard. Yes, download the StreamYard and let's talk. We can continue to interact and let's talk about this issue that our community is actually very much affected by our own racism within our own community, within our own color, within our own self. Meron tayo. Kaya hindi natin pwedeng hindi sabihin na wala tayong racism within our blood. Kasi lahat tayo ay naka-experience ng ganyang pagtingin sa ating kapwa. Pilipino na nga tayo eh. Sa sariling kulay natin, nag-iisip tayo na, ay, naku, hindi ako maganda kasi hindi ako maputi. Kasi it's like ingrained, yes. Come and get your balentoscopy and join me. And come to the studio and you will be with me live. As I was mentioning about tayong mismong Pilipino, merong racism towards ourselves and the people around us. Yun yung my daughter has sent me yesterday because I was asking her what could be the good topic for my next show on when I go back to the radio station. As you know, Buhay Buhay sa Amerika is actually a radio show here in Arizona. And I am an accidental radio host, which I was telling you, it was my childhood dream to be a radio host. But because I put limit on myself when I was young, and I thought of myself, I am not pretty, I'm not good enough because of the color of my skin, because I was raised to think that way. So I put that in the back burner and said, hindi ako magiging radio host in the Philippines. Kasi nga, for a fact, lagi tayo nag-iisip ng ganong mentality na kung maitim ka, hindi ka maganda. Why? Because the media portrays na ang mga lesser role are yung mga tingnan mo sa mga pelikula natin. Ang mga laging bida, yung magaganda, yung maputi, o yung iniisip nating maganda kasi yung maputi. Kaya ang laging bida, puro maputi. Pero yung maitim or mas darker ang complexion na Pilipino, doon ka, katulong o kaya driver o kaya you get the lesser role. Even in that mentality, we are actually indoctrinating the kids that, ay, kailangan magpaputi ka para ka makikitang maganda. Pag hindi ka maputi, hindi ka kasi maganda eh. Yun yung inisip na ng bata na sa batang isip mo pa lang, nandun na, you are already trained in your mind na just because the color of your skin, nasa ganda ng kulay ng balat mo, ang mas malaking percentage kung paano ka iisipin maganda. Kaya it's very sad how um, sabi nga nung anak ko, she sent me this Twitter of Kayla HHHJD. I wanted to share this because it makes me realize that we as Asians are also racist. And to be honest, meron tayo sa sarili natin at sa ating mismo na we think of black people different way. Sabi niya dito, I was raised to be an anti-black. I am reading this girl, Kayla, if you can see. Kayla HHHJD. And her message is actually very, very, it touches anyone because it happens to many of us. And he says, I was raised to be anti-black by my anti-black parents. I am a Filipina. And as a child, I was taught that black people are ghetto. Ay, kuya, Sal Humawan is right here. But let me just finish this one statement. I was taught to hold onto my bag a little tighter when I cross path with a black person. I was taught to cross the street and lock the car doors when a black person walks near. I was taught that black people are dangerous, criminals, and low income. I was taught not to date a black man. I cared about black lives and they did matter, but I was taught to dehumanize them by viewing them as uncontrollable rather than people. I was taught that only black people that dressed nice, spoke eloquently, and had a good job were respectable. Bonus points for being Christian. If you have the chance, if you have a Twitter, I believe this girl, Kayla HHJD, she posted on May 31. What she says here is very true, and it relates to all of us because in some point or another, we are actually have that racist mentality. Sabi ko nga, we were raised thinking that our color of our skin is not good enough. Say hello, Kuya Salhumawan. So
Good
good to
morning.
see you. Good morning. Do you have your balentoscopy at hand?
I'm having the tea this time.
Okay. Oh, teka, sandali. Ipatayigin ko muna itong aking, aba, sandali ha. Patayin ko yung, ayan. Ay, ito. Ay, ang maganda yung tunog ng yung birds.
Yeah, my daughter's birth
Yes,
background.
I love to hear bird sounds. Kumusta ka na, Kuya Salhumawan? Is it
Okay naman.
or Jumawan?
It's actually in the Philippines. It's silent J, Humawan.
Yes, and how do you
Yeah,
pronounce
but
it?
the Americans, it's properly pronounced Humawan with a silent J.
Yes. Is that, are you from Iloilo? The Humawan family?
Um, I'm finding on Facebook. Many of them I find from Zamboanga,
Oh, Sambuanga.
but
Good.
I didn't grow up on my father's side, so I don't really have a lot of the background.
Uh-huh.
But my dad is in the Tagalog area in Laguna, Santa
Oh,
Maria, Laguna.
nice. My My favorite.
Yeah, I think the history would be they landed in Batangas, when they migrated to the Manila area, and then Batangas, then around that Laguna area. That's why they have that,
Oh, that's
the
nice.
Humawans are around that. Mhm.
Oh, that's good. Well, I'm so glad. At least I thought I would be talking
Yeah.
about myself, because I just realized now my daughter is the one. My kids are black, and I
Hmm.
can testify na talagang kaya nga sinasabi ko na kahit tayong Pilipino, meron tayong racism within ourselves kasi nga we consider black ang ating kulay,
Right.
mas puti ka, mas
Hmm.
maganda ka. So ano pang yung mentality
Hmm.
ibigay natin sa bata, di ba? I think uh,
Right.
what can you say about that issue? I mean, I'm talking about as a woman. What's more for men?
Yeah.
How do Filipino men think of this the color of our skin?
Totoo yan. When I was in the Philippines, I wanted to get light. When I was young, I was like 14. Kasi yung mga mestizo, the girls like the mestizo people. Like maputi, yeah, the chinitos and Spanish mestizo colors and stuff. I
Yes.
think also part of it is I agree with you. The media had put a lot of influence, and the media people are smart.
Mm-hmm.
They kasi not that this is like towards in my 20s when I start learning personal development.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the book that really opened up my eyes is the book of Napoleon Hill, The Power of the Think and Grow Rich. So from there, it talks about the power of subconscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
So we can feed what we believe. The things that we do right now without thinking, our
Mm-hmm.
reaction, the way how we react things, are based on our subconscious minds.
Yes.
So the things that we see every day, the things that we see every day. So say I'm like passing in this area right here, and then I always see dangers. Maybe there's like a fruit hanging almost falling,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then for me, when I'm passing that area, I would remember, oh yeah, there's dangers there, right? The same thing how the media can participate on our subconscious mind if what the things that we allow our kids to watch, the things that we allow ourselves to watch,
Yeah.
the subconscious mind is being fed. So when I was young, the things that I would see, like the people in that entertainment, they're light skinned,
Oh,
they're
asking.
they're slim. So I
Yeah.
wanted to be slim. So I tried the papaya soap,
Yeah.
but
It's
that's true. In
imagine.
terms of skin, there's yeah.
I think
So
imagine
that's true.
how billions of
Go ahead,
dollars
sis.
we spent just to look pretty because we want to be white.
The new trend is the glutathione. The
Yeah.
side effect is you get lighter,
Yes.
right? So that's that's in the Philippines or maybe other parts of the country, but I haven't been to the other countries. That's because it's being programmed by the media to the people. See, I remember when back home in the Philippines when I watched like a TV show. There's only two major TV shows back then. I don't know. I think there's still two now, but that's a different issue. When you watch like a TV show, every I don't know. There's like they will bombard you with advertisement, boom, 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 and then
About
those and the next thing you know, people skin or anything in general. So
yeah.
what I'm trying to impose is the power of influence, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
what happens? We remember them. We remember the brand. We remember. So
Mm-hmm.
when my mom asked me to buy, oh, can you buy a Coke at the Sari Sari store? And then you go, Ale, can I buy some Coke? And then what kind of Coke? Pepsi or Coke?
Uh-huh. Soda.
See the
Pepsi or
then,
soda. I mean, Coke. Yeah.
right. So I mean the reason I share that is because we are also our own media to our own
Mm-hmm.
family, to our kids.
Yes.
What
Yes.
they see, they will do.
Yes.
So I'm guilty of it because we're human being. We're so easy to react.
Yes.
We react based on our subconscious mind.
Uh-huh.
So it's important to really, I learned this from my friend, master your emotion. Do not base your decision based on your emotion, because your emotion can change,
Yes.
right? The emotion can change, but the effect
Okay.
of what you
Last.
said or what you've done will remain. Oh my gosh, that's so powerful. So
Yes.
in the beginning of all this chaos, I was confused. I mean, what's really going on? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, like so we were staying home, right? That's why we learned how to blog. I learned how to make those YouTube. I learned how to make those YouTube effects because of the pandemics.
I
Because
never know how
okay, I might as well learn these guys. These guys are good.
I did not know how to
But
like it.
anyway, so they said, right. So I've been watching your shows. I'm really enjoying it. And and then so in the beginning, I'm like, man, I hear this, but I only heard one story. Then I get emotionally stirred up because the media knows how to stir you up.
Yes.
So if you don't learn how to look on both sides of the equation, then it can be, you know, it can
Yeah.
be a problem. Then you become as bad, as racist as the racist problem that you had before,
Yes.
right? So, and coming back to the Filipinos, yeah, we have a lot of things that we can point out. And I think what we can do is people are people, they will learn what they will learn, but we just have to get them started the right way. And then, of course, teach them how to be guided by the Bible, by God, so that us parents, when we are not around, they will know, they will be guided by the Holy Spirit. And then again, it's when they become adults, when they still make their own decisions and stuff. And for us, we're just guides. And how people react is what's really important. Like I'm still watching myself all the time. I had to admit I have like an anger problem. When I get to the point where it hits, man, I can't control my emotion,
Yeah.
but I have a long patience. So for me, like, okay, I gave you all my patience already. You want to talk like that, then I'll talk louder. So that's something I'm dealing with. So I really have to watch myself. And there are times after I raise my voice to somebody. Yesterday I made a Facebook Live. I had to delete it down because I was talking out of my emotion,
Mm-hmm.
right? And although I was careful, when I listened to myself, oh my God, Sal, well, why? What are you doing? So I apologize for those people that um, I had. I've said something. Well, I didn't directly say something to other people. It's just like my emotion talking and stuff. And I shouldn't. I should be more careful. So it's a learning. It's a
Yeah.
learning process as a blogger.
Now everything that we say is now recorded because especially
Right.
with this YouTube live, I used my YouTube live streaming to be a channel to talk to people because I believe that when
Mm.
I can talk to you, then I can always remember more the person and the channel and the what you represent. Then I have a better
True.
connection. Kasi kagaya the other day I spoke, I just did an spontaneous live and someone came and I never had the chance to talk to this
Mm.
person. And I always now remember Proisky TV because he came. And now you got, finally, I got you to come to our
Mm.
Voice America. And especially you are in Nevada. Are you in main,
Mm.
close to Las Vegas Street? Saan ka sa
No,
Nevada?
I'm about 15. I'm on the south side of Las Vegas Strip, so
Oh,
I'm like 15 minutes away from the Strip. Yeah.
oh, nice, nice. I'm very familiar with the
Hmm.
Las Vegas area now because during 2000, from 2007, we're almost like there attending conferences
Okay.
almost every 2 weeks. So my
Hmm.
family,
Hey, that
that,
would be a good coverage. Las Vegas is already open now, so that would be a good coverage for people. That
yeah, I feel so sad to see Las Vegas without people because it's just you have to
yeah.
I was there in 2007. 2004, 2004 was my first time to come to Las Vegas.
Mhm.
I saw so many. I don't want to bring my kids right in the street because right
Mhm.
there in
Yeah,
front
not
of
on the street.
people. Yeah. But I'm
Yeah.
so glad that somehow the street was cleaned up, and
Yeah.
less of those
Oh, it
things.
was back then, man. It was terrible. It was like Sodom and Gomorrah. You
Yes,
see papers and
yes,
everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean the kids. You're walking the kids. You'll see like flyers of naked women on the floor,
Yes.
that kind of stuff.
And
Yeah.
that alone is
Hey,
actually
good morning.
how we program our kids to think of themselves less, because I mean I grew up na I don't want to show my
Mm-hmm.
chest
Lives.
because I feel like pag
Yeah.
pinakita mo yan parang pinakita mo na kung sino ka, di ba? So um
Mm.
I I always have that mentality, and then if you just get bombarded with that, then you feel like, oh, now I can show my chest because everybody's showing their chest. Eh,
Mm.
Tama ka na
It
sa,
becomes normal.
yeah,
Everyone. I guess everyone's normal is yeah. I guess everyone normal is what's that word? Relative,
yes. And I think that it's important for
right?
us, yes, it's important also for us as Filipinos to tell honestly na meron tayong racism within ourselves. Totoo yun. Kasi kung sabi
It's
nga natin,
true.
pinag-uusapan natin yung kulay pa lang na mas maraputi ka, mas
Mm.
maganda ka. Yung maitim, doon yung
Mm.
less, yung, di ba sa mga movies, tingnan mo, pansinin mo, sino
Yeah.
bida? Yung maputi,
Mm.
yung maganda. Yun,
Di ba
yun.
po ba?
Oo, ang iniisip nila yung maganda kasi yung maputi. Kaya ang bida ay maputi.
Yeah.
Pero yung hindi bida,
Mm.
ikaw yung
Kontrabida yung may team.
oo, ikaw yung
Yeah.
manunungkot, ikaw yung magnanakaw, ikaw yung magiging
Mm.
masama. Dahil in that
Yeah.
alone, we are already injecting to the young people na ay kailangan pumuti kasi kailangan mong maging mas maganda ang iyong estado sa buhay.
Mm.
Yun alone,
Mm.
talagang naging ano na, naging tatak na sa bata na 'pag maputi ka, malaki ang tsansa mong makakuha ng mayamang asawa, 'di ba? Kaya
Tama.
o kaya maganda ang magiging estado ng buhay mo. And not only in the Philippines, even in Africa. My husband is African and I went to Africa.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
noticed
Mhm.
how beautiful they are. Napakaganda ng talagang itim na itim
Mhm.
lang. Pero, pansinin mo na kahit sa kanila, nagpapaputi sila. Why? Kasi yung mga mapuputi
Mm.
na less, na yung medyo mix na African, sila ang,
Mulata. Mm.
oo, sila ang nakakakuha ng mga mayamang asawa.
Mm.
Kaya, yung mga tao ay
Oh.
iisip na kasi nga ang mentality ng lahat na mas maputi ka,
Tama.
mas maganda ka.
Mainstream media.
Yeah. So, kung sino man ang iisipin nila, kukunin ko yung maganda. Kasi kung ano ba ang itsura ng maganda
Mhm.
sa'yo? Maputi o maitim? So,
Tama.
kailangan siguro talaga
Important.
natin i-change ang mentality ng Pilipino na hindi sa kulay mo na kikita ang
Mm.
kagandahan, kung hindi sa character, di ba? Sabi mo nga,
Character.
yung,
Yes.
and I think,
Sister, may tanong ako sa iyo.
aha,
I wanted to be corrected if I'm wrong.
aha,
Um, Before kasi, careful ako toward the, like, let's say my friend is black. I don't want to put a color in that title.
mhm,
But I'm seeing other correction where it says you should not call the like the person African American, because if that person is not born from Africa, then how can you call that person African American? Or they're saying that it was titled to have less, because like the I'm not talking to be racist here. I'm just wanting to understand, right? Because I'm getting a two, and I wanted to make sure if I'm addressing the issue, I'm using the right um, I don't
Term.
know, identifiers, right? Tama, yung tamang ano. So, is it proper to call the black person a black person or African American? What? How do they want to be corrected? Because they're saying, don't call people by the colors, and then but then now we're calling people black and white, and then brown and yellows and stuff. So,
Yeah.
what's your how? Please correct me on that one. So, I don't want to be on going on live and then sounding like a racist.
Yun ang hindi ko masasabi sa'yo. I wish my daughter is awake right now because they are African American,
Okay.
Filipino. As I said, my husband is black.
Mhm.
He's from Congo, and my kids
Okay.
are black. So hindi. I also don't have the right answer at this time. Maybe we can ask our audience, how do you want to be uh, called, right? Kasi mahirap din magsabi ako ng I'm not in the
Yeah,
auto.
what's proper?
Yes. So, but I
Yeah.
feel
Kasi
na,
medyo nalilito ako no? We're talking about racism and then colors and then but then when the black people are expressing themselves, then well there goes Black Lives Matters. Now they're titling themselves blacks. So that's what I'm trying to understand. I want to make sure I express myself properly and stuff.
yes. And I wish,
Yeah.
ang sabi ng anak ko, who is a 17-year-old, and she has a very good way of expressing it. And she says, ang hindi tamang sabihin natin, yung the word N. Kasi talagang
And okay, of course, yeah.
masakit yun talaga.
Degrading talaga yun eh.
Yes. And then,
Yeah.
it's something that we Filipinos don't actually understand na ginagamit
Yeah,
natin.
yeah. We're back home in the Philippines. That's yeah.
I was called many
Yeah.
times by my own
Yeah.
family kung dahil nga may ako. So, yung
Yeah.
word na yon. So, sabi ko nga, ang pinag-uusapan natin ngayon is tayong Pilipino meron tayong
Yes,
mismo sarili.
it's
So,
yun.
hindi na natin pag-usapan sila. Tayo lang, tayong Pilipino.
Mm. Tayo.
Kaya gusto nating mabago ang tema,
Right.
pakita sa mga bata na hindi dahil kulay mo ay ganyan, ay hindi ka maganda. Kailangang
Right.
ma-inculcate na natin sa mga younger generation nating mga kabataang Pilipino na maganda ka the way God made you. Hindi ka
Exactly.
kailangang magpalit ng kulay. Kasi pag nagpalit ka ng
Mhm.
kulay at nasa Pilipinas ka, ang mangyayari sa'yo, blotchy yung kulay.
Susunod ka.
Kaya tayo binigyan ng ganong kulay kasi protection natin yun eh.
Mm.
Protection for
Right.
the sun. And then baguhin natin yung kulay niya. Magkuskus ka ng papaya para lang pumuti. Eh talagang
Yes.
it's for our
Hindi
disadvantage.
kasi meron talaga may mga ibang mga puti
Mhm.
na talagang very pale yung kulay nila.
Mhm.
Inggit naman sila sa kulay natin because we have to go under the sun.
Yeah. We have 360 degrees tan. Yeah.
And then we spend less money.
Yes. And also, it's our protection for skin cancer. God is really good.
Yes, that's true. That's why yung number one sa kanila, di ba mga sakit yun, no?
Yeah.
Yung skin,
Yeah. Kaya
Right.
swerte tayo na meron tayong ganung protection. God has already given us the protection in the
Right.
color of our skin. Kaya maraming salamat at pumunta ka at nagkausap tayo kasi mahirap magsalita mag-isa eh. It takes it's always good to have someone that you can bounce back and talk to. And that's why maraming salamat at pinaunlakan mo ang aking paanyaya umakyat sa ating anong ito. Aba, si Yeng Orlandes,
Any-
ano po, pwede.
anytime.
Oh, yes, yan. halika, umakyat ka, Yeng, at nang marinig din namin ang iyong idea about this issue na tayo ding Pilipino ay merong racism about our own color. Kasi malaking bagay yan.
Tama.
Malaking bagay na mas maraming tao ang Lisa vlog, if you are still there, come join us and let's talk. Kasi isang bagay na hindi natin maitatago na tayo mismo ay meron itong tinatawag na ano nga tawag sa Tagalog niyan na pagiging racist? Anong tawag?
Nakalimutan ko na.
You've been here in America for very long time, kuya, ha?
89.
Oh, wow. And what did you do? Yeng Orlandes, you can
I was say it again.
Yes, tell us what do you do and so promote your product and this is our time to
Okay.
promote you.
So, well, I'm a dad first,
Yes.
and then blogger, and then I do social media marketing.
Uh-huh.
So the product that I market right now is with a company called Valentus.
Mm-hmm.
This one specific product. I focus on specific products.
Uh-huh.
The one specific product is called Thermo Roast.
Uh-huh.
Basically, it tastes just like regular coffee, but it gives benefits to the coffee drinkers to suppress their appetite, control their cravings, give energy. So it helps us, even if we're around with foods, see that the enemy is the cravings and the appetite. Even if we're already full, we eat more than what we should, and then our appetite, our cravings are controlling our options. So with this coffee, you basically, what we tell people is just try it. You just drink it in the morning, and then see what happens. For like 6 days to 30 days. So
Yeah.
basically, it's a weight loss management type of coffee and stuff. So compared to other weight management that I've tried, this makes it easy because I already drink coffee already anyway every morning. So, and that's the first thing I think of when I get up. Remember when let me get my coffee first. And unlike other programs, we tend to forget, or we can't bring them with us. I used to do the shakes and all that kind of stuff, but I couldn't bring it because as a full-time Uber driver, see, before I got involved as a social media marketing with this company, I was a full-time Uber driver, and then I gained so much weight, 200, almost 250.
Yes,
And then I have this, I have this Filipino common problem. I get gout. I eat a little bit of something, and then I can't walk. So
Yeah.
it really affects me health-wise, and then it affects our income because when I can't walk, I can't go to work.
Yes.
So, and then my daughter was just 10 when I started, considering my health, and pretty much that's what it is. I tried different program. I could start it, but I could not keep it. But with the weight loss coffee, I was able to keep it. I was able to lose the weight and then keep the weight off, and the opportunity kind of present itself.
Well, it's a perfect time. So I myself have tasted the Balentos coffee because of Flor Magbanua Mansur. She's a Balentos coffee queen here in Arizona. She's, I think, the one who
Okay.
started. Yeah, and I have tried that, and actually it works. Kaso hindi na ako nakabili ng after one. isang ano lang yung
Are you what side of Arizona are you, sis?
Chandler po. Chandler. It's
Chandler. Kasi yung kaibigan ko,
Phoenix.
is it okay I plug her sari-sari store?
Yeah.
They have a sari-sari store. But I just don't remember. The name is
Manila
Sari.
Sunrise.
I'll just type it in later. Manila Sunrise, sila sister, yeah.
Carmel. And
Very active sila sa Lions.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Charmel de la Cruz and Marie Villaruel. We know them very well here in Arizona. Yes,
Oh, okay, cool. So we're in the same group.
yes. And she is also selling the Valentos coffee. Yeah, promotion for Valentos coffee.
Mhm.
And yeah,
They have it at the store.
and Ate Charmel and Ate Marie are also very supportive of Buhay Buhay sa Amerika. So, and in fact, they are also our
Right? I think that's how I came across.
yeah,
I think
probably
that's how I came across to you.
yes.
I saw some of your videos through their post.
And then I
Mhm.
saw you your live, and I actually was telling you come and maybe one day we
Engaging.
can suddenly meet on
Right, right.
YouTube and promote your
That's the
channel.
power of social marketing,
Yes.
social
What
media marketing.
is your channel now, Sal Humawan, instead of the
No,
Balantos?
actually, it's a youtube.com/ Mr. Sal Jumawan.
Okay. If you type it in
So
into
there's
the
MR.
yeah, if you
Oh,
type it
okay,
on
I will do that. Mhm.
yeah, if you type it in your
On thread.
in your YouTube right now, so I can actually pop it up. Type it.
Okay, let me see.
Yes. So Ying Orlandes, why don't you come up? I gave you the hagdan so we can actually talk to you. And Lisa Blood, thank you so much for joining. Isa sa ating nagtamsak sa atin at saka si Ying Orlandes. Ayan. Kung nandito ka, Yeng, come up so we can talk to Kuya Sal Humawan, who is a very successful Balentos coffee distributor in Nevada, in
Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas. And you're a blog, ano kuya, sabi mo, you drive Uber. Actually, magandang ano yun, magandang gawin mong video yung Las Vegas Street. Yung habang nagda-drive ka, meron kang camera na nagpapakita ng street. Nako, ay papatok yun lalo. Nawala ka kuya. Nag-frozen ka. Come back. Come back kuya Sal Humawan. Nag-ano ka na. Yan. Yan. YouTube.com Mr. Sal Humawan. Yan ang kanyang
Ayun. Okay.
ayan, yan ang kanyang channel. Yan ang channel mo kuya, youtube.com/Mr.
Yeah, that's my YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's good. At dito sa YouTube, ang
So how I started blogging was because when I moved to Las Vegas from California, I didn't know anybody. So what I did was I started doing Uber as an Uber driver, and I started documenting my experience as an Uber driver here and giving tips to people coming to Las Vegas. That's how I started becoming familiar into like talking, like, hey guys, I call my dad. I called myself the Uber dad.
yeah, Uber Dad.
So, and then kasi yung during that time talaga nalilito yung mga tao when they are trying to get Uber from the airport
Yes.
kasi walang signs na maayos. So what I do is I give tips, go how much, where they should go, where they should not go, that kind of stuff. So I
Totoo.
think I still have some of my videos.
You have to put that in your video. You know why? Because yun yung malaking bagay na
Value, no?
kasi ano yun makakatulong pa yun dun sa mga taong gustong pumunta sa
Las Vegas.
sa Las Vegas. Kasi nung pumunta kaming una,
Mhm.
ano yun naging ano tawag doon?
Patok. Viral.
Hindi
Yung
na um, kumbaga, siningil ba naman kami ng $100? Dahil,
taxi.
oo,
It's just experience, huh?
yeah.
Learning experience. Oh my goodness. You know, back now when you do Uber from the airport to the hotel, depends on what side of the strip you are. The most you'll probably pay like $15 or 16 bucks,
Uh-huh.
and then you just add like $2 or $3 tips. I was way cheaper than
Yes.
other
I,
options.
I think it's good to get the Uber than taxi.
Oh yeah, and plus you have the they pick you up on the spot. You know it's gonna show up.
Mm-hmm.
We you just have to kind of you know give natural precaution because anything good there's always bad.
Mm.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just double check. And we tell people that treat your Uber drivers nicely because
Immediate.
people in the beginning, the Uber riders were very spoiled. They think they would get picked up. I mean, they request a ride and be treated like as if it's a limousine because
Mm.
that's how it was started in the beginning.
Mm.
That's how they were attracting people to ride, and then people become accustomed. They're oh, do you have this, do you have chips and stuff, because they were encouraged.
Mm-hmm.
And then towards the end he said, it has to be neutral. The a lot many of the drivers decide, okay, you just need to give them the best ride, but you don't need to offer them all this snacks, and
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of times they don't really care for that. They just want you to pick them up on time, safe, and then take them to their destination and stuff.
Yes. And at least,
Kasi nakakaroon ng ibang expectation yung iba,
yeah.
'di ba? So,
It's nice that the driver is actually nakikipag-usap. It makes your ride
right.
um, parang
Smoother, pleasant.
yes. And also you will feel better na you'll feel trusting doon sa driver kung
Mhm.
narinig mo nakikipag-usap sa'yo. Unless na you don't wanna talk,
Right.
keep driving. Ako kasi I
Right.
always engage in
I
conversation. Kapag hindi
Right.
nagsasalita,
So what I do is I sense my passenger first.
mhm,
When I greet them, good morning, and then
yeah,
if their energy's up, good morning.
yeah,
Then I will. But then if they say hey, good morning, and then I don't. Maybe they want to be,
yeah,
because there are times I don't want my driver to talk to me because I'm trying to take care of last minute
yes,
things.
yes.
But when they're the one who, so tell us about Las Vegas, I give them a tour. Like, yeah, did you know that? Oh, I'm gonna give you some facts. No, trivia.
Uh-huh.
You heard of the Paris Tower, right? The Eiffel
Yes,
Tower.
yes.
Did you know the plan was to replicate the same original size
Of the
of the Eiffel Tower?
oh wow.
Hmm.
But where was
But
there's
now
no
they end up with the
space,
half of the.
but no space
Oh,
in
they're good. The it can be in the middle of the building, but they can, yeah,
really.
they just put it on the side because now they have a big the smaller one. But the thing is, they were not allowed because of the height,
Yeah.
because of the airport.
Yes.
So think
Yeah.
about, and then I came to look around, right? So there's a good trivia, right? And then watch, look around. Most of the hotel are all the latest hotels, right? They're almost all the same heights. They're
Uh-huh.
maximizing the space.
Oh. Yeah.
Because if it could have been taller, then they're probably
Yes.
100 feet like Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite is Aria Hotel. I love Aria.
Aria, it's nice.
Yeah. It's a really nice.
Now, with Aria, here's another facts for Uber riders. If
Mhm.
maybe they're watching, they're planning to go to to the hotel. For the Uber riders, they get confused where to get picked up.
Mm.
So keep in mind that when you take Uber, you can be dropped off in front of the lobby of any of the hotel,
Yeah.
but we're not allowed to pick up in front of the lobby of any of the hotels.
Oh, where?
So, well, a lot of times they have like another spot, like towards the right of the the building, or the where you drop people at the right of the lobby or left of the lobby. So they just don't want us to be cluttered all together in same spot. Now
Mm.
here's what happens though. When people don't know that, they wait in front of the lobby, and I'm waiting on the other side. The next thing you know, we can't find each other. Now with Arya, it's not simply just on the other side; it's in the garage. I mean, like in the back of Arya.
Oh, wow.
So they have to go to the back area, and then sometimes the system get confused. So you're in Arya, it will
But
show
you're,
on the driver you're in Vidara.
oh, yeah, because that's next to each
See,
other.
that's the confusing side. Right. And then me, if you're right here and here's Vidara, I cannot easily
Yeah.
come back up. I have to go out, make a U-turn, come around, and the next thing you know, you know
The
the passenger gets
upset.
irritated.
Yeah. Where are you?
And then what happened is, now here's the thing. They have this 3-minute rule now, where if the driver shows up on the wrong spot that the passenger picked, the driver can cancel the ride, and the passenger will pay cancellation fee. Yeah,
That's
because the driver did their part.
yeah. It's you
Hmm.
you spend your gas, you spend your time. I always tell my kids
Hmm.
to respect people's time because your time
Hmm.
is gold. Not only my
Hmm.
time is gold because that's
Hmm.
your you spend energy, gas, and everything, and um,
Hmm.
maybe that's one thing we can also share to our children since
Sure.
we're
Yeah, I'll be
talking
happy
about,
to.
yeah, we're
Maybe a
talking,
next subject. Talk about
yeah,
Uber.
yeah, life of an Uber driver. So when
Yeah.
we go back to our original conversation about racism
Racism.
in
Hmm.
within our community, within our own culture. Kasi important na
Yeah.
i-acknowledge natin yun eh. Kasi kung hindi, we are we are lying to ourselves. Kasi meron
Right. So,
tayo
totoo yan, sis.
sa sarili natin.
Mahirap kasi gamutin yung. Yeah, kasi yung racism in any form is like a cancer.
Yeah.
Pag hindi mo inayos yan, lalala yan.
Mhm.
Now, mahirap gamutin yung cancer if you don't realize you have a
Na
cancer.
meron, yeah. Kaya nga,
So we have to, yeah.
in this live broadcast natin, we have to acknowledge na meron tayo, na tayo mismo
Yes.
na nasa ating bayan. Meron na tayo, dala-dala na
Mhm.
natin yan. So pagdating natin dito sa
Mhm.
Amerika o saan mang bayan at nakakita tayo ng mas itim na kulay sa atin, ano na ang mentality mo? Kung yung kulay mo nga ayaw mong
Mhm.
maitim ka eh.
Mhm.
Di lalo na yung iba,
Mhm.
di ba? So nandun sa atin yun. Kaya kailangan talaga na ang tayo mismo ay tanggapin natin na meron tayo niyan at paano natin
Pushing tayo.
ito mapapahinto. Kung tayo mismo sa
Mhm.
sarili natin, eh ayaw natin tanggapin yung ating kulay. Di ba? So, tanggapin
Program tayo.
natin na meron tayong problema sa ating kulay. Para
Mhm.
yung kulay ng iba ay matatanggap din natin na maganda pala sila. Kasi alam mo, nagkaroon ako ng
Mhm.
experience na I'm a part of a 30,000 couples, all international marriage. We went to Korea and we were placed in, kumbaga, nakita mo kung gaano kaganda ang lahat ng nationality. 30,000
Mhm.
all nationalities in one place. And you know what? Ang
Mhm.
napansin ko, na sa atin gusto natin maputi o ano, ang itim ay napakaganda. Kung titingnan natin sila to
Mhm.
the point ng walang, hindi lang kulay ang titignan mo. Kasi talagang meron silang ganda na
Mhm.
hindi natin nakikita until you look at their eyes and see the beauty in them. Ganun
Mm.
din siguro tayo na bilang mga Pilipino na hindi sa kulay ng ating balat ang ating ganda, kundi sa kulay ng
Tama.
ating karakter. Yun ang dapat nating maisa
Mm.
ipaisip sa ating mga kabataan na I think the new
Tama.
generation of Filipinos in America are changing because hindi lang white and Filipino color, ang hindi lang white and hindi lang Caucasian at saka Filipino ang we're all mixed now. We have more Filipinos who are
Mm.
marrying black, and so the younger generation of Filipinos are no longer just white or mestiza. Mestisang itim sila. Kaya
Mm.
kung sabi ko
Right. Right.
na na change ng mentality ng ako mismo, na change I will have my own life story. As I said, I used to hate my color. Then pangasawa ko itim.
Mm.
Hindi ko ini-expect na as
Mm.
pangasawa ko itim. My husband is and I were married through international marriage on a match. So initially, hindi ko yun
Mm.
matanggap. Pero when I realized God must be teaching me something, so I accepted.
Mhm.
And now I love my husband. And when I have children, I don't see the color of my
Mhm.
kid. I see
Right.
in them my color. I see them as me. So that is how I was
Right.
able to overcome racism within my own self. And then
Mhm.
initially, hindi din gusto ng family ko na, bakit itim? You know? Ang dami mo namang mapapangsa.
Mm.
Bakit itim pa? And initially, ang nanay ko, hindi siya agree. Pero nung makita niya yung una kong anak, the first baby, ang sabi niya, beautiful, Miss Philippines! So, ang tawag niya sa anak ko ay pretty. And my daughter is black.
Mm.
So, I think that is
Mm.
how we can really change the mentality of our own kababayan, of our own community. Kung maiisip natin na
Mhm.
hindi talaga sa kulay at lalo na ang international marriage, ang mixed marriage is one way how we can really change that mentality and the culture. So,
Right.
I'm talking about my own experience. So,
Yeah.
so
Right. Right. I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
it,
So programming, positive
yeah,
information to people, you know, I
and
really agree with that. Yeah.
and
Kasi
thank
ako, I myself, man, I mean, when I was young, I mean, we called them N because that's how we were familiar to call them before, not to insult, but
yeah,
just how it's. And then, we always thought. I mean, like in the shows, like in the movies,
mm-hmm,
yung the lighter skin are beautiful, and
yeah,
then they make the
the
nagkakaroon tuloy ng minds subconscious programming na black is the bad character and the white is the good character in the movies and stuff.
yes.
So,
So
and then yun yung nakikita ng mga bata.
yeah, and I think maybe we, as the people of today, should teach the media and the producers of movies, hey, stop, anong tawag doon? Stereotyping your character, di ba? Kasi ang
Mm,
character na nakukuha nila, yung mga least likely na magugustuhan ng audience. So, kailangan i-promote.
mm,
Ang kagaya ng, kumbaga, parang buhay-buhay sa Amerika. What I try to promote here in
mm,
my show is the greatness of the Filipinos. Kung napapansin mo, I try to lift the spirit
mm,
of Filipinos in my show. Because yun ang kulang sa atin. Hindi natin
mm,
nakikita ang ating greatness kung hindi mas nakikita natin ang ating
mm,
insecurity. So, ang gusto ko sa buhay-buhay
mm.
sa Amerika, i-promote ang ating kababayan. Because when we promote ourselves,
Right.
then marirealize natin na, yes, we are destined for greatness as well. Parang movie yan eh.
Mm,
Kailangan ipakita natin kung
right.
ano.
Oh, which by the way, talking about greatness, I have a friend from Fresno. He started his baking business and it's a pretty big baking business now in Fresno. It's been highlighted in TFC Adobo Nation. I want to introduce you to him. If you maybe you can use him as a content.
Yes.
Really upbeat. I mean, like highly spirited guy.
Oh, nice. Yes, I'd love that. Is that
Yeah.
Francis? What's his name?
No. Mark. Mark
Mark.
Sanchez.
Yes, I would love to. Because
Yeah.
that's one thing we need
I'll
to.
send you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is he also on YouTube or in Facebook?
He's on Facebook, so I'll connect you too. I'll give you an
Yeah.
initial introduction, and
Yeah.
then he's just starting his YouTube channel.
Yes.
But this guy is super busy. Very his this is the fun. Here's the fun factor of this guy. His Filipino neighbors will knock on his door to buy pandesal.
Oh, that's nice. His house must be
Right? This is
so
something you missed, like in the Philippines, right?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
But his house is like is licensed to operate to
And
like because he's got big oven.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. And there's
Yeah.
another Filipino, Francis Sibal. I think he created pandesal to support the frontliners, and now his pandesal he was also featured on TV because everyone
Nice.
in the community wanting to get his pandesal, and now even the television host was saying, "I want to get that pandesal." So he
I love it.
is how we can promote our own food and our culture. I also created a group called Pinoy Foods on Facebook because I wanted to have people to see our food. Because the more you see our
All
Filipino,
right, right.
the more gusto mong kumain, di ba? So, yun yung ano natin.
Yeah.
So, the more people that we can highlight what they do, the more we can really raise up kung ano ang tingin sa atin
Mhm.
bilang mga Pilipino dito sa Amerika. Kung napapansin mo yung mga previous interview ko, uh, I try to promote yung mga Pilipino na magandang contribution nila dito sa Amerika. And I hope na even through this small broadcast, we can promote and help how people can see
Yeah.
us. Not
Share ideas.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And maraming salamat kuya.
Man, you
Nakaisang
yeah,
oras tayo ng
much.
usapan. Nandyan ka lang sa kabilang
Yeah.
bakod. So,
Mm.
you have any parting word to say
Thanks
to
for
us?
inviting me, sister.
Yeah, tell us, share us your parting words.
Yes. My parting word is accept who we are. Racism will always be there, but we learn how to react and interact with it, recognize what's wrong, and let's fix what's wrong. And how do we do that? By, you know, uh, standing by your message,
Mhm.
show people what you mean, don't say what you mean.
Yes.
Mhm.
And thank you so much for joining me this morning. It is an unexpected conversation, but I think it's a conversation that is needed to be told and be heard. Dahil tayo man ay apektado nito. Kung apektado ang
Tama.
isang kulay, lahat tayo ay pantay-pantay na maapektuhan. Kaya tayong lahat ay dapat we all need to unite as one and recognize our own iniquities and our differences and our uniqueness na magkaroon tayo ng unity, how we can really promote unity, happiness, and peace in the world starts with me. So thank you so much, Kuya Humawan, and sa lahat po ng nakinig sa amin today. Thank you so much and God bless you. Thank you po.
God bless. Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.